Welcome into Sports with Balls on a Thursday. Love this show. Love doing this show. Love you guys for paying attention to it. Oh, man. Gambling. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over all the NFL games. Going to go over some college football games. Huge top 25 matchups this weekend. What else we got? We got a World Series coming into play here soon. There's just a lot going on, man. Sorry for the abrupt stop on the music. It's just sort of weird how this app, or not app, but this program tries to fade out the music. It doesn't work every time at all. But welcome in on a Thursday. Today's show is brought to you by, as always, Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill, the most amazing sports bar in Houston, Texas, here locally if you guys are here. If you haven't been there and you come into town, make sure you get their most amazing food. Every sporting event possible. They've got all kinds of stuff going on at christianstailgate.com. Go check it out. Find one near you. Also, Thiessen Law Firm, Mark Thiessen over there at thetexastrialattorney.com, 713-864-9000. The guy's just awesome. Such a great attorney, man. Give him a call, Mark Thiessen, at 713-864-9000 for all of your attorney needs. Last but not least, Butler CCS Incorporated. Fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. West Butler CCS, man. Go check him out on social media. Give him a call. Look him up. Butler is the man. I believe I have his number now too, sitting right here. I'll put it on the show next, on tomorrow or Monday. 214-473-4529. Water damage restoration, all kinds of stuff. You name it, he's got it. All right, guys, as we always do, let's start off the show with today's national holidays. And I will tell you this. Today should be a national holiday for Nike. Reason being, Michael Jordan, today is the day that Michael Jordan signed his – oh, man, hold on real quick. I got to put this up here. Today is the day Michael Jordan signed his contract with Nike, marking one of the most incredible deals ever signed in sports history. So that happened today. But today is October the 24th. Let's see. What do we got? My best winter skin day. I have no idea what that is. Disarmament week. National Bologna Day. I used to eat a thing called bologna boats when I was growing up. It was disgusting. I thought it was great. I wouldn't think about it eating it now. Maybe that's why I have gout. Thanks, Dad. National Food Day. Speaking of food, what else we got? Kangaroo Awareness, Jamaican Jerk Day. This one, I'm not censored, so I'll say it, but it's awkward. National Senior UTI Awareness Day. So to all my senior citizens and listeners, today is National Senior UTI Awareness Day. United Nations Day, World Development Information Day, World Tripe Day. Okay. Not into that. World Polio Day. And we've got a couple of birthdays. Drake, for you, those of y'all that are fans of Drake. Eric Hosmer, his birthday. Jaylen Brown, the Boston Celtics. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Happy birthday to Jaylen Brown. And Wayne Rooney, the soccer player, the English soccer icon, Wayne Rooney. It is his birthday as well. All right. Now that that's out of the way, we've got a ton of sports to talk about. World Series starts tomorrow. We got a good NFL game tonight. NBA has kicked off. Not that I say this over and over, man, and it's like beating a dead horse, man. The NBA, I don't care about until maybe a month before the preseason. I just don't. It's not even that big of a deal to me, man. I could care less about the NBA until it gets down the road. None of this stuff matters. I don't care that the Clippers have something called the wall now, and it's behind free throws, and they're waving their hands. Yay. I mean, their new arena and is over $1 billion. Great. I speak for the general public as far as I know. Nobody really cares about the NBA until later on in the season. It is they tried to push this LeBron James and Bronny Jr. stuff on us with the Lakers. It didn't work. It was terrible. So I'm not an NBA fan right now. The game has changed a ton, and I just don't like the direction it's gone. You can't have all four sports going all the same directions at once. So one of them's got to slow down, and it looks like the NBA for me. By the way, WNBA had their parade today. The Liberty celebrated their WNBA title. I heard. I didn't watch the last game. I don't know if you guys watched the last name of the WNBA, but I did hear. Here, you know what? I'm going to look it up because the stats for this final game were atrocious, and you wonder why the ratings were. They were highest ever for I guess the WNBA, but you had the winning team, the star. What's her name? Sabrina Ionescu, 1 for 19. That's right. 1 for 19. Breanna Stewart, 4 for 15. That's your WNBA finals. The high score was 17 points. And she had what, 5 rebounds? I just all right. The score was 67-62. Anyways, the New York Liberties celebrated today their title. There you go. There's your NBA and your WNBA in the mix today. It's just sorry guys, it's not going to suit my fancy till later on. Maybe next year WNBA. We'll see what happens and see if they can get a deal done. And we found out that they're going to lock out now. So yeah, WNBA makes some money. Let's lock it out. Sounds good to me. All right, let's move on. Yankees take on the Dodgers tomorrow night. I don't have a whole lot to say about this series except for I posted the greatest meme ever. I thought that this series is going to divide a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans. I thought that was incredible. If you guys go to Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets, it's on the bottom of the screen right here. Just check them out. This Facebook goes off pretty much every day. Great place for sports enthusiasts to talk about sports with other people because there is a lot going on there. Reach a lot of people, man. So get over there to Sports with Balls on your social media outlets. Check it out. Share us. Talk about things. We're good to go. So Dodgers and Yankees kick off tomorrow. There's a lot of things going on in LA this weekend. They said traffic should be quite the mess. So we'll see what happens. Judge versus Ohtani. They're hyping it up the way they should. It should be an incredible series. I hope it goes 7 games. Japan is going to be tuning in. It's probably the highest rated World Series we've ever seen in the history of baseball, for sure. That's it, man. I'm not going to talk about hockey right now. I'm not doing it. Let's jump into the NFL. That's all that matters at this point. To me, at least, and on this show, because we don't have a time to go over too much more. All right, what happened to the Cowboys? Tight end John Steffens tears his ACL for second straight year. There you go. Tua Tagovailoa coming back to the field this weekend. Wow. I don't think he should. Fantasy football-wise, I'm glad he is. And I do note fantasy football-wise, that's not my personal opinion. I already told you, I do not think he should. I don't know how he's going to explain this later on in life, but it is what it is. I haven't seen a person twice ever in my life be laid out like that with their hands sticking up. It's just an awful sight to see. And you just know that every hit he takes, people are just going to be sitting there watching like, oh my God, I hope nothing happens. But Tua Tagovailoa will be playing on Sunday. The Chiefs have finalized their deal with DeAndre Hopkins. He will be playing this Sunday for the Kansas City Chiefs, who are now clearly odds-on favorite to win. Isaiah Pacheco is on a treadmill. He's getting healthy again. Kareem Hunt's playing well. You sign Hopkins. You've got Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Get ready. This team is 6-0, and they haven't even hit their stride. That's incredible. That's it. That sucks for the league. Those guys are good. They're going to stay good. I've told people this over and over and over. Y'all talk about Pat Mahomes all the time, but that defense that they have put together in Kansas City is really good. They won the Super Bowl on the defense last year. I planned for them to do almost the same. Man, adding Hopkins, and I don't even look. Hopkins isn't in his prime. We all know that. But is he a difference maker? Oh yeah. Will he open up stuff for Kelsey? For sure. Will he open up the running game some more? Yes, he will. Can he get the toss-up ball? Yes, he can. Hopkins is a legitimate wide receiver. Is he a Tyreek Hill? No, but they don't need that. That's not what they're going for. He may fit in this system better than any other system you could possibly imagine. Great get. And the Chiefs were trying to get Cooper Kupp. They made an offer to the Rams. The Rams refused it, so they went after Hopkins. Speaking of, obviously, Kupp is on the trade market right now. We'll see what happens. If anything happens during the show, obviously, I will let you know. Robert Saleh has joined Matt LaFleur and the Packers coaching staff with a quote-unquote fluid role, which is interesting. Obviously, Robert Saleh just getting canned from the New York Jets, and the Jets are the Jets. And Panthers' Bryce Young is going to start because Andy Dalton was hurt in a car crash. Hope everything's all right over there. Not too much to know about that. If anything else comes about that, we'll let you know. But yeah, Andy Dalton's hurt, and Bryce Young reclaims his starting role. We'll see if 3 games on the bench has him feeling a little better about that offense. The other only NFL news that's popping up is Derrick Henry going to break the rushing record? I say no, but he's on pace. We'll see. That's interesting. That team, and even if he does, Eric Dickerson with 2,100. Even if he does break the record, is that the stick for the Baltimore Ravens this year? If Derrick Henry breaks the rushing record, what if Derrick Henry breaks the rushing record and Lamar Jackson wins the MVP and they get bounced out in the first round? Is that a good season? Is that a good season? I don't think so. I think they'd both trade that for a Super Bowl. I did great. I hope that things go down great for him. I hope that everything in Baltimore ends up the way they want it to end up. But, man, it's all about the postseason. The Ravens are a good football team. In fact, they're probably a great football team. But I'm not going to put them in the Super Bowl category yet until they get there. What's a wait and see on that? All right, let's go over the games. Let's get to it. There's one tonight. An actually pretty good game. The Rams are getting back Cooper Kupp. Thank you, by the way, fantasy football relevancy. Rams getting back Cooper Kupp. Vikings go into L.A. Well, I had an ant on my hand in my office. Interesting. Vikings go into L.A. Matt Stafford, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks on the season, dealing with a ton of injuries. I think Puka might be back tonight too. I don't know. That's still on the fence. Puka Nuka. But look, Stafford getting Cooper Kupp back is a massive bump for them in the right direction. Sam Darnold playing very well in Minnesota. The Rams are 2-4, 2-1 at home. Interesting enough, the line on this game is Minnesota -3. That to me is wild. It looks like Puka Nuka is not going to play tonight. Hawkinson's on the IR still, or PUP list for Minnesota. I know the Rams are getting back Cooper Kupp, but sorry, I'm staring at this going, what in the hell? Why is it -3? I take Minnesota minus the 3 points. I think they're pissed off about the Lions loss. The Rams aren't that good. If we go back and look at the Rams games, they lost to the Lions at the beginning of the season. I'm sorry. They lost to the Lions Yeah, beginning of the season, 26-20. Man, I don't know. I don't know if the Detroit Lions. Sorry, I'm still staring at this. Like, why are they trying to do this? They lost to the Lions, the Cardinals. They beat the 49ers in week 3. Good for them. They lost to the Bears. They lost to the Packers, both good teams. They barely beat the Raiders last week. And now they're facing a Rams team that's about as good as the Raiders. So this line, I'm for sure taking the Vikings. Give me the Vikings -3. By the way, I'll give you my top 5, bottom 5 here in a minute. Vikings -3. I'm going to put that in my parlay. Well, actually, I mean, it's a Thursday, so I'll just do a standalone. If I do parlay it, maybe I'll throw it in a couple more, but we'll see. Eagles and Bengals. Cincinnati -2.5. That's how good, and I've been telling you all this again, Burrow's numbers, 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions on the season. Holy, you know what? Joe Burrow has been going off. And I like the Bengals. This is an interesting game. I'm not going to bet this one. I don't know which way it's going to turn out. Eagles are 4-2. Bengals are 3-4, but playing good football. It sounds weird, I know. 3-4 and 0-3 at home, but they're favored. Wow. Ravens at the Browns. This is Baltimore only -8. I'll take it all day long. Maybe even the first half. Give me Baltimore -8. The Browns have lost a bunch of key guys. Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson being the two main ones. They're 1-6. I don't know why this is not double digits. Obviously, any double digits, you most likely lean the other direction. But Browns, they're a bad football team. The Ravens, they may be the best football team in baseball right now. I mean, baseball and football right now. So I take Ravens. The next game, Titans at Lions. Speaking of double digits, how is this any different? The Lions are 5-1, 2-1 at home. It's Detroit -11. Maybe it's because they're in Detroit. I'm not going to bet this game, but I always take double digits if I can get them in the NFL. Titans +11. I don't know. The Titans, Will Levis isn't playing in this game. They lost Hopkins. They are unloading everybody. Maybe Lions. Maybe Lions. That's a lot. That's a lot in the NFL, but I'll look at that one deeper later. I may take Lions -11. I'll go against exactly what I just said. Cardinals at the Dolphins. Miami -3.5. We just talked about this. Tua Tagovailoa is back. Kyler Murray's playing decent football. This should be a fun football game. This is in Miami. It looks like raining, so get ready for that. But Cardinals at the Dolphins. Miami -3.5. Not touching it. Not touching it. Jets at the Patriots. This is crazy. It is the Patriots the Jets -7. That's right. I guess because Devontae Adams has been there for a week. Is that why they're doing that? The Jets -7. Wow. Give me the Pats all day. Drake May's been playing great football. I'll take Patriots +7. Maybe Patriots money line in a must-win game for the New York Jets. If they lose this game, they are done, folks. Done. They'll be 2-6. See you later, New York Jets. The Falcons at the Bucks. This is a good football game. Baker Mayfield and company at home versus the Falcons. Falcons are favored by 2.5. We know that they lost both of their star wide receivers, but it's only Atlanta -2.5. What's the over-under here? 46. I like Atlanta. I like ATL minus the 2.5. I think it's going to be hard for them to overcome Godwin and Evans injuries. So give me Falcons. Packers at the Jags. This one, I don't know where the lines are. I don't know how the lines get like they are. You got me at Green Bay -3.5 all day long. All day long. That's insane. I don't know why they think the Jaguars can cover 3.5 points, but there you go. Colts at the Texans. Good football game. Houston -5. I'll take the Colts plus the 5 points. I am not a believer in the Houston Texans right now. I know their run game's there, but the Colts have a good defense. I like the Colts in that game. Saints at the Chargers. LA Chargers -7. Why? There's something there. That might be a trap game. We found out that Alvin Kamara has been playing with a broken hand and a broken rib since I think the first game of the season. He's going to play through it. There's been rumors of him on the trade market, which is interesting. I know the Saints, they've lost 5 in a row, but I don't know about that game. I'm going to leave that alone. Bills at the Seahawks. Buffalo -3. Good football game right here. Good football game right here. I'm not touching it. I like it. Josh Allen's going to have a week under his belt with his new receiver. And, I'm sorry. He didn't get a new receiver. Whoops. Y'all know what I mean. Stop it. Stop it, Buffalo. Jeez. We're going to find out what they're actually made of. This is a good football game, a good litmus test for both these teams and where they stand. So the Bills lost to the Texans in one of their losses. We'll find out. I like the Seahawks a lot. That's a close line. I don't know if I'm touching that. Broncos -10 at home versus the Panthers. What? People just dicing up the Panthers, I guess. I'm not touching a -10 line there. I'm not doing that. Chiefs at the Raiders. Kansas City -9.5. Nope. That to me is a trap game. And the reason I say that is because it's right under 10 points. This is a rivalry game. The Chiefs hate the Raiders. The Raiders hate the Chiefs. This will be a hard-fought game. I'm almost tempted to take Raiders plus the 9.5. I'll see in the next couple of days if that moves. If it moves to double digits, I'm on it. Bears at the Commanders. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Jaden Daniels. That's it's not been said yet, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to roll him out there. But man, it would be awesome to see him. The two guys going at it, two rookie quarterbacks going at it. Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, but. Of course, Jaden's got a rib issue, so doesn't look like we're going to see it. The line sits at Chicago -3. I don't know. And then Cowboys at the 49ers. I like the Cowboys, man. This is a good football game, but I like the Cowboys. The 49ers have too many injuries. They're just way too many injuries. We'll see what happens. We will see how that goes down. Real quick, guys. Sorry. So I've got 4 or 5 games right here that I really, really like. Vikings -3. Baltimore -8. The Patriots plus the 7. Atlanta -2.5 and Green Bay -3.5. There's your parlay of the day. Those are all good. I'm putting that line. I'm putting that bet in today. Go to Sports with Balls. I'll have it up there later on. Top 25 games this weekend in college football. Syracuse at Pitt will play tonight. Pittsburgh's ranked 19th. Syracuse is 5-1. It's Pitt -5.5 in the ACC matchup. Great football game. I'll probably tune into that for a little bit. Boise State at UNLV. Boise State 5-1. UNLV 6-1. There's only a 3.5 line by Boise State. They're ranked 17th in the nation. This all goes down on Friday in Las Vegas. That should be a blast of a game too. Then Saturday, Nebraska at Ohio State. Ohio State is -25.5. Nebraska's not that bad, guys. I may take Nebraska plus the 25 on that game. Notre Dame and Navy. Cannot wait for that game. 12 versus 24. Notre Dame 6-1. Navy undefeated and ranked 24th in the nation. Washington at number 13. Indiana. Good football game. Oklahoma at Ole Miss. Ole Miss -20. Ranked 18 in the nation at 5-2. Give me Oklahoma plus the 20. Illinois at Oregon. Number 20 Illinois. 6-1 Illinois. At number 1 Oregon. Saturday afternoon at 2:30. Oregon's minus 21.5. BYU and UCF. UCF's favored in this game, minus 2.5. BYU 7-0. 7-0. BYU on the money line. Missouri taking on Alabama. Number 21 Missouri and number 15 Alabama should be fun. And then Texas at Vandy. This needs to be a blowout game for Texas. They are favored by 18.5 points. They should blow them out. The Quinn Ewers Manning thing, I don't know how that's going to pan out, but Texas is down to number 5, Vanderbilt 25th. They could knock Vandy out of playoff contention. Vanderbilt could also catapult into playoff contention by beating number 5 Texas. I doubt that'll happen. Florida State at Miami. 7-0 Miami. This is a good football team with, in my opinion, the Heisman favorite in Cam Ward. 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 2,500 passing yards, blowing out the past 4 Heisman Trophy winners we have at this point in the college football season. Cam Ward is the Heisman Trophy winner right now. Penn State of Wisconsin, and then LSU A&M, the big game Saturday night. Texas A&M minus 2.5. This is in College Station. Going to be a blast. Number 22 SMU will take on Duke in an ACC matchup Saturday night as well, which will be a blast. But in Kansas and Kansas State ranked 16 in the nation. Sneaky Kansas State, by the way. All right, guys, look, I got to get out of here. I will post the podcast version right after this show is over. Don't forget to follow Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets. I'm Jeff Michael. Holla at you.